A column can be declared with default value as I did date default get date. Okay, then what are the advantages while inserting? While inserting, if we skip hide date, then SQL Server inserts what? Default value. Okay, na? At the time of inserting, if you skip hide date, SQL Server inserts what? Default. SQL Server inserts default value. Hide date, date, default, get date. Okay, then now next example. Let's create one table just for testing. EMP something 15. One field is EMP ID integer. One field is ename. Ename is varchar of 10. Next one, hide date. What's her date? Default. What's her get date? Default get date. Okay, then so create the table. Create this table. Create the table. So table is created. After creating the table, now test it. I want to test. Then what's it? Insert. Insert into EMP15 values. But when you write command like this, it expects values for 3 fields. Table contain 3 fields now. SQL Server expect 3 values, but I don't want to give the value for hide date. Then you mention. So then you mention only 2. EMP ID. Next one ename. That means you are telling SQL Server that you are giving the value only for 2 fields. You are not giving the value for hide date. When you don't give the value for hide date, what is inserted into hide date? Default value. System date is inserted. Okay, na? Actually, if default is not there, if you don't give the value, null is inserted. Now instead of null, we are inserting what? Today's date. Yes or no? Then suppose ID is 100, name is what's that? A. Now let's run this query. Then one row affected. Now see the table. Select star from what? Select star from EMP what's that? 15. Select star from EMP 15. See the table. Okay. Then so and today's date is inserted or not? Yes. For example, suppose I'm inserting like this. I'm inserting like this. EMP15 values. EMP15 values 101. 101 what's that? 101B. Suppose date is, for example, I give what 2024-01-01. Now let's see what is inserted. Given date is inserted or default is inserted. Given date. Now see the table. What is inserted is January 1st is inserted, but default is not inserted. When default is inserted, when you skip, okay, suppose then again insert into EMP15 values 102. Next name C. Suppose then I just enter null. If I enter null, null is inserted or default is inserted. See the table. What is inserted is null. Null is inserted because you given null. If you give null, null is inserted. If you don't give the value, then default. So in these two commands, you given the value. When you give the value, given value is inserted. If you don't give the value, default is inserted. Okay, then that's it. So what is this is? This is what's that? Default. Now, so 3. Then next, see the table. Select star from what? EMP15. If you see the table, then you'll get the output like this. Okay, then so number name, then that's all. Clear now. So that's all. So this is about what's it then. Next. Then suppose you try this one. You try this query question. What is that is? There is a table, accounts table, account number. account type. Next one, what's that? Balance. Create the tables with given rules. Create the tables with given rules. One rule is account number what should not be duplicate and what's that? Null. Next one, account type should not be null. Account type should be S comma C. S means saving, C means current. Account type should be S comma C. Balance must be minimum 1000. Okay, na? So create the table. Create this table with given rules. Next one. There is one table. What the table is? Transaction. One field is transaction ID. One field is type. One field is date. One field is amount. One field is account number. So in the first table, they store customer accounts. Account details are stored. Your account number, your account type, what is the balance. Second table stores what? Customer transactions. Customers go to ATM, do money withdrawal, money deposit. So the details are stored in this table. And you create this table with given rules. What the first rule is, transaction ID must be generated automatically. Okay, na? Then generated automatically. Next, transaction type must be WRD, means withdraw deposit. The transaction date must be always what's it? Must be always current date and time. Okay, na? Then next fourth one, transaction amount must be multiple of 100. Must be multiple of 100. Fifth one, account number. Account number. Whatever the account number you enter here, this account number should match with account stable account number. Okay, na? Only valid customers can do the transaction. When you are doing the transaction means this account should be valid account. Where are the valid accounts are there? Valid accounts are there in what? Accounts table. So account number should present in what's it? This account number. In transaction table, this account number should present in accounts table, account number. Let's say accounts table. This account number should present in accounts table. If this is present in accounts table, this account number is valid. If it is not present in accounts table, it is not valid. So that. So what the question is, create what's it? Following what tables with given rules. Then create following tables with given rules. That's all. Then that's all. Create the tables with given rules. That's all. Understood? Then next. But if you see these examples, in all these examples, you declare the constraints. You declare primary key, not null, check, foreign key like this. What this type of declaration is called? This type of declaration is called, what's it? Column level. What this type of declaration is called? Column level. There is one more. What is that is? Table level. Okay, then. So there are two methods to declare the constraints. One is column level, one is table level. Now let's see table level. Okay, table level. Let's see the table level then. So when we use table level, okay, na? When we use what's it? Table level. So what is table level means? Suppose then, for example, okay, you create table, what's it? ABC, for example, A integer, B integer, C integer. So this is the table. Next, A integer, then A integer, you declare like this, primary key. A integer, primary key. Then what is A? Okay, na? you declare like this, a integer primary key. This type of declaration is called column level. You are declaring constraint immediately after declaring the column. What this is called? Column level. Suppose if you declare the constraint like this, a integer, b integer, c integer, after declaring a integer, b integer, c integer, I declare like this, primary key a. So if you declare like this, what is this is called? Table level. Okay, na? If you declare immediately, it is called column level. If you declare after declaring all columns, then it is called table level. Okay, then that's so. But like if constraints are declared, okay, then once again, uh, oh, no, then once again, just a minute, then oh, okay, no. So then, uh, like what if constraints? What if constraints are declared? If constraints are declared, what's it? After declaring what all columns, then it is called what? Table level. If constraints are declared after declaring all columns, then it is table level. But when we use table level, okay, then suppose use table level to declare constraint for what's it? Multiple or combination. Use table level to declare the constraints for multiple or combination. Suppose, for example, see, you want to declare primary key for A. You want to declare the primary key for A. You can declare like this. But you want to declare the primary key for AB. You want to declare the primary key for AB, A comma B. You want to declare the primary key for AB combination. Then, so declare like this. Okay, na? You want to declare primary key for A. You declare like this. You want to declare the primary key for combination. So when you want to declare the primary key for combination, then compulsory this is declared at what's it? Table level. You cannot declare this at column level. Compulsory it should be declared at table level. So when we use table level to declare constraint for multiple or combination of columns. Then let's see one example. Suppose what I'm doing is, okay, so I'm taking one, say this, okay, na? Then, so for example, I'm taking one table. Sir, easy to understand. First time, what I'm doing is check constraint. So declaring check constraint at what's that? Table level. Declaring the check constraint at table level. So what is this is? This is the products table. In this table, what I want to store, I want to store product ID, product name, product, what's it? Suppose assume in this table, I'm storing food products. I'm storing what's it? Food products. So food product will be having what? Manufacture date and expiry date. Okay. Suppose, see, manufacture date is 2024 September 1st. Manufacture date is September 1st, 2024. Expiry date is 2024 January 1st. Can I? Huh? So manufacture date is what, sir? September 1st. Expiry date is what? January 1st. Okay or not? Huh? Then. So what is this is? This is what, sir? What is this is? Valid or invalid? This is invalid. Okay, na? Why? Because uh, so expiry date must be what? So expiry date must be always greater than what's that? Manufacture date. This is the rule. Okay. Then I want to declare this rule. Order date, delivery date. Delivery date should be greater than order date. Start date, end date. End date should be always greater than start date. So I want to declare this rule. But how this type of rules are declared? How this type of rule is declared? By using how this type of rules are declared? Which constraint we use? This type of rules are declared by using check constraint. These rules are declared by using what? Check constraint. Okay. These rules are declared by using check constraint. But you cannot declare the check constraint at column level. Compulsory you have to declare it what, sir? Table level. Okay, now? So these rules are declared, cannot be declared what column level. You must declare this rule at what? Table level. Why? Because it is not based on single column. It is based on multiple. If constraint is based on what's it? If constraint is based on what? To declare the constraint for multiple or combination. If constraint is based on multiple columns or combination of columns, then use what's it? Table level. Okay. So here it is based on multiple. Then use what? Table level. Then how? Create table. What's it? Create table. Then what? Products. Create table. What's it? Products. One field is product ID. Integer. This is what's it? Primary key. Product name is what's it? Varchar of what? 10, not null. What is the next one is manufacture date. Then this is date. Expiry date. Then what is this is date. Let us try to declare this constraint. Okay, na? Let's try to declare this constraint. So I'm declaring this constraint. I want to declare this rule. What is the rule? Expiry date must be greater than manufacture date. I'll try to declare this rule at column level. Let's try to declare this rule. What that is? Check. What is the rule? Expiry date must be greater than what's that? Manufacture date. Expiry date must be greater than manufacture date. Then what is this command gives? Error. So column check constraint references what's that? Another column. Column check constraint references what? Another column. Understood? Column check constraint references another column. Because you are declaring check constraint for manufacture date, but in check constraint you cannot refer expiry date. You are declaring check constraint for manufacture date, but in the check constraint you cannot reference what's it? Expiry date. So this is not allowed. You cannot reference another column. References another column. You cannot reference another column. Now let's try to declare here. Let's try to declare here. Then again what's it? Error. Same error. Column check constraint references what? Another column. You are declaring check constraint for expiry date, but in the check constraint you are referring what? Manufacture date. That is not allowed. So you can refer same column, but you cannot refer other columns. Then what the solution is? Solution is what's that? Table level. Table level. How to declare this at table level? So product ID, comma, product name, comma, manufacture date, comma, expiry date, comma, then declare. ID, comma, name, comma, manufacture date, comma, expiry date, comma, then declare the check constraint. Now create this table. So table is what's it? Created. Okay. Then. So when to use this? When we declare the constraint at table level, when constraint is based on what? Multiple columns or combination of columns, then declare it what? Table level. Okay. Then. So you want to test. You want to test. If you want to test, then what you do, sir? Insert the data. So if you want to test, then what? Insert the data. So get date. But this is what, sir? Get date is what? Today. Then what is this is 2024-01-01. So what is the manufacture date? Today, September 1st, September. But what is the like expiry date is what? January 1st. This is September. This is January. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. What is this command gives error? Insert statement conflicted with what, sir? Check and sign. So this command gives error or not? Yes. Okay. Then. So let's insert. So what this command gives? This command gives what, sir? Error. Okay, na? Then. That's understood. So this is best example to understand when table level is required. Okay, na? When it is based on multiple, then compulsory what? Table level. Okay, then. Now let's see the example for what primary key at table level. Okay, what is that is called? If you declare primary key for what's it? If you declare the primary key for combination, if you declare the primary key for combination of columns. Okay, so what is this primary key is called? This primary key is called what's it? Composite primary key. What is this primary key is called? Composite primary key. So what is this composite primary key? If combination of columns declared primary key, okay, na? If combination of columns what's it? Declared primary key, then what is this is called? Composite primary key. Okay, if combination is declared primary key, then it is composite primary key. Understood? So A, B, next one, C. How many fields? 3 fields, A, B, C. A, B is declared as, A, B combination is declared as primary key. A, B combination is declared as primary key. If combination is declared as primary key, combination should not be duplicate. Sir, actually primary key value should not be duplicate. Yes or no? In primary key, what is not allowed? Duplicates are not allowed. If combination is declared primary key, combination should not be duplicate. Then 110. Next. 110. One combination. Next one. 111. Allowed or not allowed? 111. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. Because combination is declared primary key, combination should not be duplicate. 110 is one combination, 111 is different combination. Okay, so 210 allowed or not? Allowed, because this different combination. Okay, different combination. 110 then not allowed, because this combination is already there. You are trying to insert what's it? Duplicate, not allowed. Yes or no? Then. Understood? Then. So then. No. So if combination of columns declared primary key, then it is called composite primary key. Okay, then. Understood? Then. So now, sir, actually, then question is why we declare combination as primary key? What is the need? Sir, understood? Actually, what is the primary key purpose? To uniquely identify. In tables, you need one column to uniquely identify. That column is declared as what? Primary key. But why we take combination as primary key? What is the need? Sometimes, for example, sir, sometimes what? Okay, you take this example. Okay, na? Then yesterday I taken this example. Yes or no? Huh? Yesterday I taken this example. So in this example, sir, student and course. I taken two tables, student and course. Okay, na? So student table, what is the primary key? Student ID. Course table, what is the primary key? Course ID. I want to, what is the relationship between these two tables? What is the relationship? Actually, student course, what is the relationship? Many to many. One student can join for many courses. One course can be taken by many students. So what is the relationship between student and course is many to many. How to establish the many to many relationship? How to establish the many to many relationship? Create thought table. In thought table, I taken the primary keys of both the tables as foreign keys. So this student ID is one foreign key, course ID is one foreign key. Some date of registration, so and so date, so and so what's her fee? Yes or no? So this is the thought table. In thought table, you take primary keys of both the tables as foreign keys. In thought table, you enter student 1 join for course 10. Student 1 join for course 11. Same student can join for another course. As student 2 join for course 10 and the same student join for course 11. So in thought table, what is primary key? In thought table, what is primary key? In student table, student ID is primary key. Course table, course ID is primary key. But in thought table, what is primary key? Okay, na? Then in thought table, what is primary keys? So can you take student ID as primary key? No, because student IDs are repeated. You cannot take. Course ID can be taken as primary key. No, course IDs are repeated. Date of registration can be taken as primary key. No, number of students can join on same date also. Fee also can be same. So no column can be taken as what? Primary key. When it is not possible by using single column, then take combination of column. Take what? Combination. When not possible with single column, then take combination. So is this combination uniquely identifies? Is this combination uniquely identifies? Yes. So this combination uniquely identifies or not? Yes. If I say 110, how many rows selected? One row. If I say 111, how many rows selected? One row. 210, one row. 211, one row. So this combination uniquely identifies. So then declare this combination as what? Primary key. Then what is this is called composite primary key. Now tell me when composite primary key is required. Huh? When composite primary key is required. Huh? When composite primary key is required. Sir, in some tables, okay, na? Then, so what is some tables? In some tables, then in some tables, we may not be able to what? We may not be able to what's it? Uniquely identify by using what? Single column. Okay, na? Then. So in some tables, we may not be able to uniquely identify the records. Okay, identify records by using what? Single column. And we need what's it? We need what? Combination of columns. We need combination of columns to uniquely identify the records. Okay, identify the records. So then, so declare this combination. What's it? Okay, we need combination of columns to uniquely identify. So declare that combination as primary key at what's it? Table level. Okay, then. So declare that combination as primary key at table level. Then next, in composite primary key, okay, na? Then in composite primary key, what should not be duplicate? Combination should not be duplicate. Okay, then understood. Then so let's take what's it? Example. Let's take the example. So what is the example? The same example. Okay, then let's say the example, same one. So student 10, what's that? Course, next what's that? Registration. Okay, then. So in the above table, what? In the above table, SID, CID combination, what? SID, CID combination uniquely, what's that? Identifies the records in the table. Okay, na? Then SID, CID combination uniquely identifies. Okay, then uniquely identifies. So then so declare this combination what? Declare this combination as what? Primary key. Okay, then so this combination uniquely identifies. So declare this combination as primary key. Then how? So first create what's it? First create what? Student table. First create what's it? Student table. Insert one or two rows into the student table. Then so I'm just like practically doing this. Okay, then so first create what? Student table. In student table, student ID as what? Declared primary key. Insert one or two records into this table. Next one. Next, create what? Create what? Course table. Create the course table. Insert the data into course table. One or two rows into this table. So I insert. So I create the course table and one or two records inserted into course table. What is the next one? What the next one is? Create what's sir? Registration table. So what is this is? So this is student table. This is what sir? Course table. And create what? Create uh, registrations table. Create registrations table. In registration table, what is the first field? Student ID. Student ID. In registration table, what the first field is? Student ID. Student ID. Student ID, what's it? Integer. Then student ID integer. Then uh, student ID. Student ID is integer. Na? Then next, what is the rule for the student ID? Hmm? What is the rule for this student ID? The rule for the student ID is the student ID should match with student table student ID. The student ID should be a valid student ID. Where are the valid student IDs are there? Where are the valid student IDs are there? Student table. So the student ID should match with student table student ID. Then what you declare? Huh? The student ID should match with student table student ID. Then what references? References what's it? Student table what? Student ID. Next one. Course ID integer. This course ID should match with what? This course ID should be a valid course ID. Where are the valid course IDs are there? Course table. So this course ID should match with course table course ID. Yes. And then declare what? References. Course table what? Course ID. Next one. Date of registration. Fee. Fee paid by the student. This is small money. Next one. Comma. In this table, what is primary key? Huh? In this table, what is primary key? Student ID, course ID combination is primary key. Then, so what is that is? Declare what's that? Primary key. SID, comma, what's that? CID. That's what is this is. What is this is called? Composite primary key. So in this table, we are not able to uniquely identify by using single column. So we'll take what's it? Combination. So combination uniquely identifies. So declare this combination as primary key. That is called composite primary key. Understood? Then now, so create the tables. Okay, create the tables. Then so drop table. What's it? Students table. If table is already there, drop the table. So next it is not there. So drop what's it? Course table. Course table does not exist. Okay, now create the tables. Okay, na? Then create the student table. Create the what's it? Then okay, na? Then sorry. Create what's it? Huh? Create what's it? Table. What? Registrations. Create table registrations. Next. Understood. Then. So let me once again. The problems are already, the tables are there. Drop table, what's it? Student. And drop table, what's it? What? Quotes. Then drop table quotes. Next, what's it? Next, create what? Registration table. Okay, now? Then next, create. So that two tables are created, but the records are also inserted. Okay, then understood. Now test this primary key. Test the primary key. How to test? Sir, here nothing but student table is created, inserted two rows, course table is created, inserted two courses, registration table is created. In the registration table, this is primary key. Now test it. Test means insert. Test means what's it? Insert. Insert the data into registration table. So insert into what? Registrations values. Student 1 joined for course 10. So and so date, so and so fee paid by the student. Yes or no? Student 1 registered for course 10. The same student can register for another course. Huh? The same student can register for another course. Yes or no? Yes. So let's see. Then insert. Then I'm inserting another row. Student 1 joined for course 11. Possible or not? Yes. One row created. Next one. So second student 2 joining for course 10. Possible or not? Yes. Student 2 registered for course 10. Next one. Again, suppose student 1 registering for course 10. But this combination is already there or not? Yes. Can we insert this row? No. So what this is? Duplicate. Violation of primary key constraint. Because you're inserting what's it? Duplicate. This combination is already there, but you're trying to insert what? Duplicate. So what this command gives? This command gives what? Error. Okay. Then. So this command gives error. That's it. So this is what is this is? Huh? What is this is? Composite. So primary key. So when we go for composite, huh? When you're not able to uniquely identify by using single column, then take combination of columns. Understood? Now, so if you want, see, for example, then, so if you want, you try this. What, for example, there is table. One table is what set? Orders. One table is what? Orders. Order ID, order, date, next one, delivery date, next one, customer ID, customer ID. Okay. Then there is one table. What the table is? Products table. One table is products table. So in this, one field is what? Product ID, product name. What is product? Price. Okay. Then, so what is the relationship between orders and products? Okay. Na? Hmm? What is the relationship? You find out what is the relationship. Establish what's the relationship between orders and what's the products. What is the type? You find out. One to one, one to many. First find out. According to that, you establish. First find out the relationship type. According to that, you establish. Okay. Then, okay, whatever may be, you try it. Then, okay, na? Then, now, so then, that's it. So this is what is this is? This is what's it? Composite primary key. Okay. Then, this is composite primary key. Okay. Next, that's it. Then, next. Suppose, for example, which of the following constraint one cannot be declared at what's that table level? Which constraint cannot be declared at table level? Okay, suppose A, for example, unique, B, check, suppose C, not null, suppose D, primary key, Suppose E, foreign key. Okay, na? Then, sir, all constraints can be declared at table level except one. All the constraints can be declared at table level except one. Okay, now which constraint cannot be declared at table level? We have seen two examples. One is one is uh, then we have seen two examples. One is check. First one check. Next one primary. Check is declared at table level. Primary key is declared at table level. So answer is not check. Answer is not primary key. When primary key is possible, what's that? Unique also possible. When primary key is possible, foreign key is also possible. Then what the answer is? Not null. So not null constraint cannot be declared at table level because not null is not declared for combination. When we use table level, when you want to declare combination, but not null cannot be declared for combination of columns. Not null is always declared for single column. You cannot declare it for combination of columns. It is always declared for single column. So that's why, so you don't have the option to declare the not null at what's at table level. Not null is always declared at what? Column level. So answer is C. Okay, then. So which of the following constraint cannot be declared at table level? Answer is what? Not null. Okay, then. Then. uh, then. So which statements are true regarding what's are constraints? Then what? Then. So first one, what? Foreign key cannot contain null value. So this is true or false? Hmm? First one. Hmm? True na? Cannot contain null value. Foreign key allows null values or doesn't allow null value. Allows. Then this is false. Yes or no? Then cannot contain null. Next one. A column with unique constraint can contain null value. Unique allows null value. One null. Yes or no? A constraint is enforced only for the insert. Is enforced only for the insert. Hmm? Okay, na? So a constraint is enforced only for the insert. No, not only for insert. It is also enforced update also. At the time of update also it checks. Okay, then what is this is false. A constraint can be disabled even if the column contains what's that data. Said leave it. This one disable, enable, leave it. Then let's say D. Then all constraints can be defined at column level and table level. False, because not null cannot be declared at table level. That's a foreign key cannot contain null value. False. Foreign key allows null value. A column with unique constraint can contain null value. Yes. Unique allows one null. A constraint is enforced only for the insert. Not only for the insert, it is also enforced for update also. All constraints can be defined at column level and table level. This is what false. Okay. Then. Okay. Then. So next. In these examples, what you did in this example, you declared the constraints at the time of what's that? Creating the table. You declared the constraints at the time of creating what's that? Table. But I want to what? Add constraints. I want to add constraints after creating the table. I want to add constraints what's that? After creating the table. So table is already there. I want to add constraints to the existing table. Okay, now then. So then how? Okay, now. So let's see what that is. Then adding what's that? Adding what? Constraints to what? Existing table. Existing table. So adding constraints to existing table. Then okay. So what is the command we use? Okay, now what command we use? How to add constraints to the table? Earlier, what you declared while creating the table. Now, after creating the table, I want to add. So, what command we use? Okay, what command we use? Then alter. What is the command? Alter command is used to add what? To add what's that? Constraints to existing table. Okay, then alter command is used to add constraints to existing table. So if it is a new table, then if it is a new, so at the time of creating, in all these examples, you declared the constraints in create table command. Yes or no? You declared at the time of creating the table. Now alter command is used to add constraints to what's that? Existing table. Okay, then. So suppose, for example, then, suppose for example, let's see. Suppose for example, then, see, I'm creating one table. I'm creating the table. Then suppose here, this is the table. But in this table, what's that? I declared employee number, I declared e-name, salary, DNO, but there is no constraints. Okay, na? The table is created, but without any constraint. Later, after creating the table, I want to add constraints. Okay, then. So first create the table. So table is created. After creating the table, next what do you want to do? Add what's it? Constraints. Add the constraints. Then. So what is the first one? Okay, na? I want to add what's it? Primary key. I want to add primary key. Then. So how to add primary key? Okay, I want to add primary key to what? EMP envo. Then I want to add primary key to this EMP envo. Okay, then so, and one point is primary key cannot be added to what? Primary key. Primary key cannot be added to primary key cannot be added to nullable column. Primary key cannot be added to nullable. By default, every column is what? Huh? By default. Suppose what the table you created? EMP, what's that? 88, EMP 66. So table is EMP 66. Then, so you see this, like, see this, EMPNO, nullable S. Nullable S means allows null values. Nullable S means allows null values. By default, every column allows what? Null values. But I don't want to allow the null values. Then what? Change it to what, sir? Not null. Yes or no? Then, so what is saying is primary key cannot be added to what, sir? Nullable column. If the column is nullable, you cannot add primary key. So to add primary key, first change the column to not null. Okay. Then to add primary key, first change the column to not null, then add primary key. Then add what's it? Primary. So first change the column to not null, then add primary key. Yes or no? Then. So like what is add primary key to EMP envo? I want to add primary key to this EMP envo. Then what is the first step? What is the first step? Can we add primary key to EMP envo? No. Suppose I'm adding, let's see how to add alter table EMP66. What's that? Add primary key, what? EMP envo. Add, what do you want to add? Primary key. To which column you want to add? Employee number. So then add primary key. Then what this gives? Error. Cannot define primary key constraint on what? Nullable column. Okay. Then to add primary key, first change the column to not null. Okay, na? Then. So what is the first step? Change the column to what? Change the column to not null. How to change the column to not null? So this is the command. Alter table EMP66. Then what? Alter column. Which column? EMP envo. So EMP envo. You want to change this EMP envo to what's that? Not null. Earlier it is declared as null. Earlier it allows nulls. Now you are changing it to not null. Okay. Then so run this command now. So run this command. Then now let's see. So execute this one. When you execute this, then what? Commands completed what's it? Successfully. Then column is altered to what? Column is changed to what? Not null. So once it is changed to not null, will it allow the null values? No. Next one. Once it is changed to not null, can we add the primary key? Yes. Now run this command. Now commands completed. Okay. That means adding primary key is two-step process. Adding primary key is what's it? Two-step. First change the column to not null. Next change the add primary key. Next add what's it? Primary key. How to add primary key? This is the command. So alter table EMP66 add. What do you want to do? Add. What do you want to add? Primary key. To which column you want to add? EMP envo. Okay. Then that's it. So after executing this command, primary key is added to EMP envo. If you want, you can check SP help what? EMP66. See the table. Then see the table. Next one. So what is this is primary key. Constraint is what, sir? Primary key. Primary key constraint is added. To which column it is added? EMP envo. Sir, okay, na? Then. But before adding the primary key, first what you did? Before adding the primary key, you changed this EMP envo to not null. Now nullable, no. Nullable no means not null. Nullable S means null, allows nulls. Nullable no means doesn't allow null values. Okay, then next. That's all. This is adding what's it? Primary key. I want to add check constraint to salary. What is the next? What adding what's it? Adding what? Check constraint. Then adding check. Then tell me how to add check constraint. How to add check constraint? Huh? So like add check constraint with condition what? Salary greater than or equal to 3000. Add check constraint with condition. Okay. Add check constraint with condition salary greater than or equal to 3000. Then how alter table, which table, emp66, what do you want add, which consent you want to add, check. But check is always declared with condition. What is the condition? Salary greater than or equal to 3000. Okay, then so then execute this command. Then so after executing this command, check constraint is what, sir? Added. If you want, you can see the table. SP help what? EMP66. See the table. If you want to know check constraint is added or not, see the table. So what then? It will show the constraints also. What constraints are declared? Check. Check is declared. So what is the check condition? Salary greater than or equal to 3000. Okay. Then so what is this is adding the constraints, what, sir? After creating the table. After creating the table. Okay. Then understood. Next one. Suppose, for example, adding what? Adding foreign key. Adding what's it? Foreign key. I want to add foreign key. I want to add foreign key to this DNO. I want to add foreign key to DNO. This DNO should be a valid department number. This DNO means department number. What is DNO means? Department number. This department number should be a valid department number. Where are the valid departments are there? The valid departments are there in department table. Where are the valid departments? The valid departments are there in what, sir? Department table. So department table is not there. Create the table. Okay, na? Actually, this department table should be there, but it's not there. So create it. Then what? So then so SQL Server demo tables. In demo tables, there is a table. What is the table? Department table. Okay, na? Then so create this table. Create table. Department number is what, sir? Primary key. What are the departments? 10, 20, 30, 40. Create the table. So table is what, sir? Created. Table is created. So after creating the table, okay, na? After creating the table, then now what? After creating the table, then what? Then after creating the table, then I want to add what, sir? Foreign key. I want to add what? Foreign key. Then once again, then so I want to add foreign key to this DNO. I want to add foreign key to this DNO. Then see, add what? Foreign key to DNO. Add foreign key to DNO. But when foreign key is there, compulsory what must be there? Sir, if I ask add foreign key to DNO, can you add? No. I must also give add foreign key to DNO. That refers what, sir? That foreign key that should match with what? Department table, what's that? Primary key, that is department number. Understood? Without giving this, you cannot add foreign key. Add foreign key to DNO. This foreign key should match with the department table primary key. That is department number. Then how to add alter? Alter table, what? Alter table. What is the table? EMP66. EMP66. Then add what? Foreign key. Foreign key. Which column? Department number. Add foreign key to department number. This foreign key should match with this foreign key should match with what? Department table primary key. Then what? References. Which table? Department table primary key. Department number. That's all. So add foreign key to DNO. That foreign key should match with department table primary key. That is department number. Understood? That. Now let's see. Create. So table is what, sir? Sorry, foreign key is what? Added. Foreign key is added. Just go and check added or not. See the table, SP help. Then, so in this last, you see this foreign key. Foreign key is added or not? Yes. So this foreign key refers which table primary key also there. This foreign key refers which table primary key, that is also there. Okay, na? Then so let's see, it is there. So that foreign key refers which table primary key, department table, department number. Understood? So what is this is? What are this? Huh? What are these? Adding what's it? Constraints after creating the table to the existing table. So first one is what? Adding primary key. What is the second one is? Adding check constraint. What is the third one is? Adding foreign key. Suppose I want to add not null to ename. I want to add not null to what, sir? Ename. Sir, for all constraints, what is the option we use? Add primary key, add check constraint, add foreign key. For all constraints, what is the option we use? Add option. For not null, we don't use add option. For not null, we don't use what's that? Add option, because we are not adding not null. We are changing from null to not null. So by default, every column allows what? Null value. By default, every column is declared with null. So what we are doing is we are not adding not null. We are changing from null to not null. Okay, then. So null is changed to not